What's going on? This your boy, Chris Simmons, coming to you with another podcast episode on this Thursday morning, man. I know where I'm at. The weather's a little gloomy out, but it's okay because I'm doing really good this morning. Got a nice workout in this morning. Today was shoulders and biceps today. It was a quick workout, but it was very, very difficult, man. So I had my two workout partners with me. I don't know if you've been keeping up with me on Instagram, but I've been posting workout Wednesdays. So you kind of see what we do for legs because I like to post the leg workouts, but today we did our shoulder workout. And so what we did was we did the ultimate shoulder workout. So we did standing dumbbell presses, which I'm a fan of because I feel like when you do workout standing, it activates the core. So we did standing dumbbell presses, then we did the side lateral raises, then we did the front, then we did the reverse boys, the reverse flies, and then we did shrugs. That was all one set. So we did 3 sets of that, and then we finished off with 100 bicep curls. Man, I'm telling you what, it's a short workout. We was out there in like 45 minutes. But I'm telling you, it's effective. It's very effective. So I definitely recommend y'all try that for real. That's just my tip. So if you ever do shoulders and biceps, I recommend you try that workout because I'm telling you, let me know how it is because it is very tough. I mean, it was tough for me, but it was effective though, and I feel pretty good. I got me a nice pump in this morning, and then I had, me a little breakfast sandwich. Had me a nice little protein sandwich and some grapes. So hey, I've been on the clean eating streak. You know what I'm saying? I've been really trying to work on putting better stuff in my body. I've been getting into egg whites now. So now I'm eating egg whites, y'all. I'm eating egg whites with spinach. You know what I'm saying? I got some multi-grain like wraps and stuff. I've been cutting back on red meat. So, I've been trying to fuel my body better than I was in the past. So I'm doing well, and it really affects how you feel throughout the day. So that's what I really love about eating healthier. You know what I'm saying? It's just a good way for your body to feel good, and it's a lot better for you. So I've been trying to do that as well. But anyway, I want to get right into the show today. As you can see, I got another returning guest on. This is a two-time returning guest all the way from the Dubai. Uh, if you don't remember, she was on one of my previous podcasts, and I called it Mental Toughness, and she had a story for y'all to share, and I thought it was very impactful. And if you want to go check that out, I definitely recommend you go back and watch my episode Mental Toughness. She has a phenomenal story, and it's deep, y'all. It hits deep, man. I'm telling y'all, she's been through a whole lot of stuff in her life, but she's right here. She's still here today, and she's ready to get into the episode. So without further ado, let me introduce y'all to motivational coach Lucy Duff. What's going on, girl? How you doing?
Hi, Chris. I'm so happy and I'm so glad that I'm going to be joining you for the second time on your podcast. I'm so excited because not only I enjoy the time with you and I enjoy discussing these interesting topics, but today I have a very special topic that people ask me all the time about, and it's going to be all about tips, strategies. We're ready to go, we're ready to start and achieve your goals successfully.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a great episode for y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all are going to leave here with a different perspective, man. And she was very excited to really talk about this. I think that when I asked her to come back on, she already had like a plan that she wanted to do. She was like, okay, yeah, let's talk about this. I said, you know what? I think this could be a great episode, man. I think this could be great for people who may be struggling with trying to figure out what they need to be doing throughout the day and how to really accomplish their goals. You know what I'm saying? But before we get started, I just want to just catch up. How you been? Like what you been getting into? You still doing your thing with the workouts, and you still, you know, enjoying your life and stuff like that?
Yeah, everything is pretty good and having lots of progress in my business, my online business. So trying to running things out, especially that I moved to Dubai recently, working out, motivating other people, learning new stuff as well, and definitely focusing on my goals, not just related to my career, but related to my mental health and my mental lifestyle, because this is a basic thing for you to be able to achieve anything you want in your life. So always into progress, always into learning, always into working on myself physically and mentally to be able to master my lifestyle just the way that I want it.
Absolutely, and I'm glad you mentioned that. It seems like you do know how to master your lifestyle. You know, it seems like you take really good care of yourself, which I think is very important. And that's actually the topic that we want to talk about today is knowing how to
Sure.
master that life. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, you know, live their lives with, they just kind of just don't really have a plan for themselves. You know what I'm saying? They wake up every
Exactly.
day, they kind of go through the motions, not really getting anything out of their day. So you being a motivational coach and you seem like you have a great grasp on it. Why don't you just kind of open up about that? Just kind of talk about how can people master life? Like, what does that look like? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, usually people they tend to think about the one main thing or one main aspect to be able to have this successful life, to master everything that we want around us, to have more money, to do whatever we want, and they always focus about having the perfect job that they want, having this perfect career that they're aiming for. And they start writing down their goals at the beginning of the year, and they decided they want to start accomplishing things and start setting plans, and then suddenly at least 92%, if I want to say, from the world population by March, they kind of start shutting down their goals and then they forget everything. And then at the beginning of the next new year, December, they get so excited to write down their goals and then the motion started again. Whether they're focusing on their business, their life in general, their physical, their mental health. But through my own experience, since I've been coaching for 10 years now, I faced the same conflict with most of the members. And that's why I work with the members on their physical health and mental health. So we do this practice that I'm going to be sharing with you today, Chris, for them to accomplish the things that they want, not just when I give them personal training session or coaching session for boot camp or boxing, because this is not everything that you need to work on in your life. And at the same time, it's not always about your career. So I would like to focus mainly on one thing, is that writing down your goals is stupid.
Interesting.
You may think, yeah,
Interesting.
writing down your goals at the beginning of every year is something stupid. And that's why that is the main reason why almost 92% of the people simply in the second or the third month of the year, they just simply stop doing what they actually want. Even though they were so motivated, even though they focused on so many things, and maybe, if I want to say 50% of them know what they want, and still they realize after a couple of months, they simply stop or they didn't achieve, or at the beginning of the year, they gave up on that. So today I'm going to be sharing with you what's the biggest mistake, why people are not satisfied with their lifestyle, even though if they accomplish their goal. So if you focus with me here, it's kind of like contradictory words that I'm using here, but everything is going to be clear because this is reality. Not everything in life we want has to be like 1, 2, 3. And if this doesn't happen, then I quit. If this has happened, then I move forward. There are things in life that we think there are perfect for us, or at least we're doing them in the proper way, but then we realize it's not working out and we don't know what's the reason behind that. So I'm going to start with what's the biggest mistake. And then we're going to go into 3 parts where I'm going to discuss how are you supposed to set your goals in a proper way. There are 5 points that we need to focus on. The next part is how to achieve your goals. And the third part is the reason why people fail on achieving goals. And there are 4 main reasons behind that.
Okay. All right. That sounds interesting. Now I want to go back because I think you got me when you said writing down your goals is stupid, because that actually is what a lot of people do. So I want to hear your perspective. So if you think that's stupid, right, what do you recommend people should do instead? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So let's start first with the biggest mistake. So that point would be clear. So the biggest mistake why people are not satisfied in their lifestyle, even though when they achieve their goal, is simply because they have one category target. So let me just ask you a personal question. Yeah. Usually when you want to set your goals, the first thing that you think of, the first thing in your mind, what it would be related to what?
Well, myself.
You want to set your goal.
Yeah, it's myself.
Yeah, but it could be mental, physical, career, business, job, work, successful in career, stuff like that.
Right.
Which one?
So for me, like honestly, like, you know, when I think of goals, right, and you're right, when you say, you know, obviously I want something better to happen for me. So like with work, I want to make
Work.
more money. You know what I'm saying? Like for me personally, like I think of myself, like what do I want? What do I want for myself? What do I want to happen for myself? So yeah, when we think of work or school or, you know, just
Or career or the
lifestyle,
dream
right?
job or the dream income.
Uh-huh. It's something you want
Yeah,
to
and
gain, something you want to gain for yourself. You know?
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why if you take an example, most famous rich people that we see in Hollywood or we see on TV or on talk shows, they're all millionaires, even billionaires. And then at the end, you hear that news, they commit suicide. Even though they achieved their goal financially, even though they achieved their goal in their career, in their dream job, but their biggest mistake was they only focus on their career. They're only focusing on this one category in their goal setting. This is the biggest mistake we do. And it started with me before I experienced all that. Every single one of them, when we need to write our goals at the beginning of the year, the first thing we write, change the job if we're not happy, make more income if we have more bills to pay, find a job that's suitable for my time because I'm working overtime. It's always related to the job, to the career, to the opportunities. This is the biggest mistake that we tend to do and people tend to do when they want to write down their goals. That doesn't mean it's bad to do that. It's very important. But when your life is all based on that, even if you achieve it, you are not going to have this mental success or mental satisfaction when you achieve this goal.
So it
Am
sounds
I
like
clear
to
on
me,
that point?
so I didn't mean to cut you off, but it sounds like what you're saying is, you know, people don't have a why. They don't know why they're doing it. They just want to do it just because. So are you like
To
trying to?
be more specific, all their focus on setting their goals is related to their job and career, to
Got it.
simplify it.
Right.
And this is something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's not wrong to set your goals for your job. This is one of the most important things that you need to focus on. But what about the other four categories that we're going to start to talk about now?
Mm-hmm.
So at first, when you need to set your goals, you need to focus a little bit outside of the box. Now, it could be something uncomfortable for some people if they're not used to it. But once they get used to it, and I tried it, I did a small experiment with my younger brother, who was 16, 17. I did it with my client. She was in mid-20s, and I did it with a client mid-50s. And they all got the same results. Same results. Because this is reality. Our life is not always based on our job. It's not always based on simply just writing down the goals and that's it. This is one of the reasons why writing down goals is stupid, because even though you achieve this goal, it's stupid to write things down. And what about the other things? Okay, so we're going to start with the part one, and at the end of this episode, you are going to understand why writing down your goals is stupid. Because there are parts. It's not always just about writing things down. You have to work for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first part we're going to start to discuss is how to set your goals. There are 5 categories related to that. The first one is related to work. The second one should be related to something new. Third one, related to your hobbies. Fourth, something adventurous. And 5, which is personally is the most important one, something for self-care. So when you need to set your goals, you just focus on your work and you forget something new that you want to experience. You forget your hobbies that makes you feel happier in life. Forget about the adventure that give you this action that we always want to break out the routine that we're living in. And you forget the self-care. Even if you have all the money in the world, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to master your lifestyle mentally because you're forgetting about the most important things. And these things actually, they will lead you to accomplish your work successfully, your career. Because when you're ready mentally, when you're relaxed, when you're happy in life, come on, let's face it. Even though if you have millions of dollars and you're not fulfilled inside, this is not going to satisfy you. Even if you achieve it, you're not going to be happy, right? So when you need to set your goals at the beginning of the year, instead of focusing on work, take this as an example. 5 things in mind. Set, let's say, 2 goals for work, 2 goals related to do something new, something you never did in your life, something that will give you this experience, this excitement, something that will break out your routine. Set 2 goals related to your hobbies. How many times you set, okay, what's your hobby, Chris? What's the thing that you enjoy doing? One of your hobbies, anything.
Oh, that's easy. Working out. You know what I'm saying? I love to go to the gym.
Okay, so how many times you said, oh God, I missed working out. I didn't have time because I was so overwhelmed with work.
Never, because that's a priority. So I make time to do it.
Priority.
Because I make time to do it.
Okay, which is, keep this in mind because we're going to talk about this in part 3. But so many people, they say, I miss painting, I miss dancing, I miss going to this class, I miss just walking in nature. They miss doing their hobby because simply they're focusing on this one goal that's related to work. They're not having this experience, this something that makes them feel relaxed, mentally relaxed, and mentally conscious about their emotions. So it's very important to set 2 goals related to your hobby. For example, it could be every Saturday, go have a walk in nature if this is one of your hobbies, or go do a photography session, or go do a painting class. Schedule it. You have to schedule your goals based on your work, based on something new, based on your hobbies. Set 2 goals related to adventure. Now we're giving examples. It could be 5, it could be 6. Now we're just giving an example. We can work on this monthly or yearly. It depends on every person. Set 2 goals related to your adventures. What is the adventure that you always wanted to do that will give you this adrenaline rush maybe, or to be this excitement or this new experience in life? And you said, I want to experience this in my life, but I don't have time, but I don't have money, but and we start procrastinating all these excuses. Target, aim for it, work for it, set it down. And self-care. Self-care, it should be your daily goal every single day without any exception. No matter how you're busy, no matter how crowded your house, even if you have like dozen of kids. Now I don't have kids yet, but I have 3 dogs, and I kind of know what kind of crowded house you have, multitask at home. But no matter what your lifestyle is, you really need to manage to have time for self-care. The average of person spends 5 hours every single day on his cell phone. You cannot manage 15 to 30 minutes every day just to take care of yourself. It could be reading a book, drink a cup of coffee on the balcony, take a hot bath, do some yoga, some stretching, listen to music, or simply sit in silence and do nothing. This should be one of your daily goals. So when you need to set your goals, to sum up, focus on these 5 things. And it's not always about work. Work, something new, something for hobbies, something adventurous, and something for self-care. When you divide your goals in that way, your lifestyle is going to change completely. And trust me, I do this thing with every single member that comes into my club, and we work on this thing. And they tell me, there are so many things that I thought I want to do in my life, and I thought I was doing it, or things that I forgot that I enjoyed doing it because they were so busy focusing on their career.
Wow. I think that's I want to jump in there real quick because I think that was a very important point. And I remember I mentioned this on one of my episodes, as to why, people feel like they don't have time to do anything because, like you said, they don't prioritize it. They don't like look at, their day, don't really plan out their day and determine, okay, what are the gaps in my day? Because if you think about it, you have 24 hours in the day. That's a lot of time. I know a lot of people say, I don't have to, that's not a lot of time. That's a whole lot of time. 24 hours, that's a whole lot of time. And like you said, people don't have time to do what they want is because sometimes they wasting time. Like you said on the cell phone, like people spend, what you said, 5 hours on the cell phone? That's
average,
5 hours. 5 hours, you could be doing something you like. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was a very interesting point, and I remember I shared this story on 2 episodes ago about my friend who was in a relationship, and one of the biggest reasons that they broke up was because they felt like they had no time for each other. I'm like, well, obviously, I mean,
Quality time.
that's garbage. Like, that's an excuse. I
Mhm.
mean, because obviously, like I said, you get 24 hours. Like, there's no way you are doing something for 24 hours a day. Like, even if you work, you may work 10, you may work long shifts. You may work 8, 10 hours. But if you think about it, if you take 24 minus 8, right? That's the amount of that's the amount of time Americans spend working. That's the average. You still get what, 16 hours. That's 16 hours left of your day. What are you gonna do with that? So it's all about priorities. If you prioritize something, right? If you have a high priority on something, you're gonna make time to do it. Just like your favorite show. When your favorite show come on at 8 o'clock, what you doing? You're gonna stop everything you're doing and you're gonna watch that show because it's a priority. You gotta see what happens in the
Definitely.
show.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's true. Like, for example, last time I was thinking that now it's something new for me to do my job online because I'm used to have this connection with people, one-on-one coaching, classes, being on stage. So it was hectic for me, and especially that I'm not a person that love the internet, love the technology. Trust me, I just learned how to be on Zoom. I'm that hate person related to technology. I just don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I love the connection. So learning new stuff, taking lots of workshop on online business, and learning some tricks and techniques. I reached a phase in my life where I thought I have so many things that I need to focus on and have lots of techniques I need to work on. But what about myself? So I need to prioritize, and spending so much time on my cell phone. And there are so many things related to my other goals that I'm not able to achieve. So I thought in my head, and then it becomes a habit. Like, you need to check your cell phone every few minutes, right? Then I thought of something. Every time I want to check my cell phone to focus on my YouTube channel or my Instagram or my articles that I'm writing now, like, nothing's going to happen if I checked or not. I'm going to take this book and read a page. Every time I feel I want to check my cell phone, I'm going to take this book and read a page. You end up at it at the end of the day. You read way more than you expected. Then you realize, wow, I'm spending so much time. I'm thinking that I'm focusing on my work. And because I was focusing just related to work, related to my career, and then I forgot about the self-care, about the hobbies. It happens. We all pass through this stage in our life, and it happens, something very normal. That's why it's very important to remind ourselves about these 5 strategies when you need to set your goals. And now we're going to move on to the next part, is how to achieve your goals. There are tons of strategies, tons of tricks that you can Google search or YouTube episode or whatever you want related to that. But I'm going to share with you something that's very specific. I'm going to share with you strategies that are guaranteed that are going to give you the great results that you want. Because, and here where you're going to focus, why writing down your goals is stupid. This is the main part of it. Ready?
I'm ready to hear this.
Okay, awesome. Now, how are you supposed to achieve your goals? We all write down these goals at the beginning of the year. We have this agenda or this file or this paper. We write it down. We put it on this desk. We convince ourselves that if we see it every day, we're going to remind ourselves every day that we're going to achieve these goals. And then at the end of the month, we realize we didn't start working out, or we didn't start our diet, or we didn't start the hobby that we always want to do. And then we look at this paper, it's written there. Why we didn't achieve it? Because writing down your goal simply and putting it on your desk is stupid if you don't do the right follow-up. It's not about writing the goals, it's about doing the proper follow-up. It's not about writing the goals on a piece of paper, it's about dividing your tasks in the proper way. It's not about writing your goals on a piece of paper, it's about visualizing what are the things that you're accomplishing, what are the things that you need to work on, what are the bad habits that you need to kick out to be able to achieve your goals. There are a ton of things. That's why writing down your goals on a piece of paper is stupid if you don't do the steps required to achieve those goals that you wrote it down. It's the same thing that applies to to-do list. It's a to-do list. I want to do this, I want to do this. Okay, and then what? I have an episode on my channel that's called To-Do List is not the key to succeed. Because it's not. Everybody tells you, To be a successful person, you have to have a to-do list every single day. It doesn't make any sense if you have a to-do list if you don't work on it. It's not about writing your goals. So it's a process. It's a process. So the first part of the process to be able to achieve your goals is, now you write down your monthly goals. What about the other 12 months of the year? You're not going to write anything, which is wrong. So you write down your yearly goals. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to be very realistic with you. I have my book with me, my notebook with me, where I track my goals. I set my yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily. I'm just going to show you something that I apply, so you would know that I'm talking something that's very practical. This is my yearly goals. I did this at the beginning of the year.
Wow.
It's related to work, things new that I want to do, my hobbies that I want to give more time for, the adventures that I would like to take, and the self-care that I would like to focus on to be able to have this good mental state that I always want to achieve. And then every single month, I decide what related to these big goals. What is the thing, one of the things about these big goals I want to focus so much on this? Choose one or two, maximum 5, but don't let everything be too huge. So choose one thing that's highly important, because sometimes achieving your goal needs several months to work on it. Just doesn't happen like this. And there are some simple goals that simply just take 1 month. It depends. So write one simple goal, very important one, and add kind of small ones. My advice, don't put more than 5 goals per month, 5 big goals, because it's going to be overwhelming for you. You're going to have difficulty having the time management, and you really need to prioritize what are the important things to you that you need to focus on. So month by month. After you do the monthly goals, it's time for you to work on the weekly goals. So for example, this month, let's do something practical here. For people who are watching this episode can know how practical this is and can just take a few minutes. So I want you just one goal. Let's take one example. One goal you want to achieve in May. What is that one goal you want to achieve in May? Choose something that's important for you.
Oh, you're asking me personally?
Yeah, something for you. We're doing the practical exercise just right here.
Okay. So my goal in May is going to be related to my podcast, since I'm very involved in this podcast. So my goal is to reach at least 20 more people by May. That would be my goal, to increase my followers by at least 20 people, right?
Awesome.
We'll just use that as an example. Yeah.
Okay, so you need to increase 20 followers for May, let's say. This is your monthly goals. Divide it into weekly goals. What is the thing that you want to do every single week to be able to achieve these 20 followers? Give an example, just one. They could be 3, 4 in tons. Just give one example.
Right. So basically, weekly, putting out episodes, right? Continue to put out episodes every week. That way, the engagements, when people start seeing it, the engagements come up. So it could be like that could give me 3, 4 followers a week, something like that.
Okay. So you need to post one episode every week to get more engagement.
Exactly.
Awesome. Now, this is one goal. This is a weekly goal. Let's divide it into the daily goal. So do you see the process here?
I see.
So you need to get one episode every week. What is the thing to get more engagement? What is the thing that you need to do every single day to be able to have this engagement that you're looking for, and to have this one podcast every week? Every single day, you need to do one thing every single day to get more engagement.
Right, and there
are tons of ideas.
Right, and that's coming up with good content. So that's the prep. So that's the thing. I gotta prep my episodes. I gotta get guests on, and then that's how I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Be more specific.
Prep, huh?
Be more specific. In the daily goals, you need to be as specific as possible. Let me help you and give you an example. Okay? Forward your YouTube channel to all your WhatsApp content. This is one. Post a story every single day. Reminder that you are doing podcasts. Whoever is interested can contact you. If you need to watch more contents, click on my YouTube channel. This is one. You can do this every single day, because like being online is something huge, and lots of contests. Everybody is doing kind of the same thing right now, and I'm facing the same issue, especially that I'm new in this field. So there are things that you need to do every single day. So if you forward your podcast on your WhatsApp, on your Facebook group, with your friends, with your families, if you post a story every single day on your Instagram account, and then every single day you work on a new content, you start writing down new ideas, you're going to have one episode every single week for people to watch, to get more engagement. At the end of the month, because you did all this work, you're going to have 20 new followers. You got it?
Oh, I got it
so
now. No, I understand.
It's not important just to write, I want 20 new followers. You need you need to give this structure. Monthly, weekly, daily. So it starts from the beginning of the year. Yearly goals, monthly goals, weekly goals, daily goals. This is how you achieve. It's a follow-up.
Right. And I also want to, give my sense in there too. I want to kind of jump in there because you said a lot of great information. Now, I just want to kind of clear the air a little bit for the audience who is thinking like, what? I shouldn't write down goals. No. What we're trying to say is like, it's not necessarily stupid to write down goals. It's stupid if you write it down and you don't do nothing with it. That's what we're trying to say. So we're not saying don't write it down. Obviously, like when you write stuff down, you'll be able to.
Very important to write things down. It's my number one recommendation to write things down. But my point here, don't write down your goals and that's it. This is stupid. Yeah. Write down your goals, specify it, simplify it, prioritize, work on the process. This is what's important. Right.
So I think in addition to just writing down goals, and I like that example. I like how you asked me that personal question. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that you opened that up to me. Instead of just writing down a basic goal, let's say, we'll take my example, right? I want to get 20 followers, or for somebody else, new year, we'll just use the common example. I want to, lose weight. You know what I'm saying? That's a common goal. I want to start working out.
Exactly. What are you doing to lose weight?
Right.
What is the process that you're taking? What are the steps? Right.
Exactly.
It's not just you're going to lose the pounds just like that. And because it's not because you write it down on a paper that's going to happen.
Right. You gotta come up with a process. And I think that's in addition to, have a main goal, but then have little steps you're going to get. Like, am I going to get up? Like, what is a good time for me to work out? What time am I going to get up in the morning? What type of workout I'm going to do? Do I need to, run every day? Do I need to run 3-4 miles a day? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like those little sub bullet points is what we're talking about. Have some sub bullet points under your main goal. That is going to help you get there. That's what we're trying to tell you. So don't think like, oh, we don't write stuff down. Obviously, we all write stuff down, but it's just like, you write it down, but then like, what's the process? What's going to look like? It's not going to just happen because you wrote it down. That's what we're trying to say. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. And this process, like people get so complicated. Why should I write things down? As you mentioned, why I need to divide things and make it so complicated? I just put it in my head. It doesn't work out when you put it in your head because you have tons of ideas in your brain every single month, every single day that you need to work on. This process takes only 30 minutes every month. The whole month, you need 30 minutes or 45 minutes if you're someone who has you're running a business and you have tons of things you need to work on. 30 minutes a month, 10 minutes a week to do the follow-up. You can't do that? There's a problem. It means you don't want to do that. If you cannot do that, if you cannot prioritize 30 minutes a month and 10 minutes a week to have a good follow-up, it means you don't want it. You want everything to be on the easy side. You want everything just to come up because you simply wrote it down and this is not going to happen.
There you go.
So now we're going to move on to the last part, the reason why people are failing to achieve their goals. And we're going to discuss 4 things, and there are kind of ideas that we discussed previously, but these 4 main strategies or part of, I want to say, that must be taken into consideration. So if you realize at the end of the month, you didn't achieve a specific goal, go back to these 4 strategies and make sure if each strategy is related to the goal, and you need to know what was the reason. One of them is the reason. It could be all of them. It could be one, but there's a reason why you didn't achieve it and the reason why you failed. The first one, we already discussed about it, is the follow-up. It's stupid to write down your goals at the beginning of the year and that's it. Monthly, weekly, daily, and have the proper follow-up every single week. Schedule it. Every Friday or every Monday, I'm gonna open this goal setting paper, to-do list, whatever people would like to call it, and visualize it. What are the things that I made progress? What are the things that I need to work more on? What are the things that I would like to change to be able to achieve a specific target that I'm working on? The follow-up is highly important in everything, physically and mentally, even spiritually. Having a proper follow-up for you to be able to see the progress, to see the process, what are the things that you need to work on more is very important. Number two, the reason people fail achieving their goals is simply because they have these bad habits that they are not aware of, they are not letting them achieve their goals. Let's take a very simple example, losing weight, since you already mentioned it. And since I'm a trainer, I see that tons of times every single day. You want to lose weight. Yeah, coach, I'm being on a strict diet. Okay. And you're training out with me 3 times a week. Okay. And you're sleeping on time, or you're having enough sleep, you're resting more. Okay. What is it? I'm pretty sure there's something that you are not aware of that's not helping you to lose weight. And suddenly they tell you, oh yeah, right. When I'm too stressed, I'm having late night work and just start eating stuff, and I order some stuff, but I'm a strict diet. I consider it a cheat meal. And at the end, every 2 days they have a cheat meal. So this is a bad habit. This is a habit that you have to change. Be aware of your habits. Be aware of the bad habits that are not letting you achieve your goals. This is very important. Number 3, the reason why people are failing achieving their goals. Essentialism. They don't follow the essentialism lifestyle. And one very, very, very common example, and I did it too, when we need to write down the tasks or the to-do list or the goals, even every single day, we start focusing on, let me do as much tasks as I can every single day for me to feel that I'm productive. And then at the end of the day, we say, I didn't have time to have proper self-care. This is one of the goals. We're giving very realistic examples because you are not prioritizing. You need to find what are the essential goals that you need to focus on this month and simply work for that. So when you do your to-do list every single morning, for some people, they like to do that. I'm one of them. I like to do that from time to time. Sometimes I have 15 tasks I want to do every single day. Now I'm a multitasker, believe me. I have perfect time management. I am able to focus on everything. But then I realized I can do better. I can be more relaxed. I can have more free time. It's not about me being productive. Sometimes being productive is simply doing nothing because you need to recharge. So what are the essential, let's say, 8 goals or 8 tasks that I want to achieve today? So I go down from 15 all the way to 8, and I focus only on these 8, and I'll be excellent in all these 8. I'll give 100% on these 8 tasks. Why I have to do 15? That doesn't mean if I do 8, I'm not productive, or I'm not reaching the success that I want, or I'm not a good achiever. Essentialism, practice essentialism in your life, whether in your goals, whether in your tasks, around your house, in your relationship. What are the, like now you gave me an example of your friend he broke up with his girlfriend because they don't have time. Well, obviously the essential thing about their relationship is quality time. They didn't prioritize that. They were so busy focusing on work maybe, or busy lifestyle. What's the essential in your life? Your essential goals that you need to focus on. This is one of the reasons. Prioritize. You weren't able to accomplish today? No big deal. Do it tomorrow. Number 4, the reason why people fail to achieve their goals is something stupid, if I want to say, but it's very important because people think, oh yeah, I already know that. Procrastinate. People give excuses. I have this on my list. I'm not going to forget to do that. I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, this small task, it just needs 5 to 10 minutes. I have plenty of time. I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it before I sleep. Oh, and just very, very simple example. I swear, Chris, very simple example. If you're working on your desktop every single day, okay? Everybody's working from home right now. And you know that you need to stand up every 2 hours to give it 2 minutes stretch for your body. 2 minutes. And I'm working on that with my husband now because he's a programmer engineer and all his focus is on his desktop. He has so many things to focus on. He loses track of time. So every couple of hours, honey, it's time to stretch. Honey, it's time to stretch. So we stretch together, only 2 minutes, 30 seconds every stretch. If you always want to say, and it happens so many times, I'll do it in a bit. Let me finish this. Let me finish this. And then 1 hour finish, and then 2 hours pass by, and it didn't stretch. That's a very simple example that everybody even asked me about, especially on my channel. Could you please give us stretching exercises to do, home stretching, office posture, all this stuff? And then when I post, oh yeah, I do all this stuff. You're right. Are you stretching? No. Then why you watch the episode? You are so excited you're not going to do it. I lost track of time. Set an alarm. Prioritize it. This is something essential for your health. Stop giving excuses. Stop procrastinating. I'm giving very simple examples that people are facing right now. So to sum up, 4 reasons why people fail achieving their goals. They don't have a proper follow-up, which what we discussed in part 2. They are not aware and they don't acknowledge their bad habits. They need to learn how to kick their bad habits because these bad habits are not letting them or they're stopping them from achieving their goals. Number 3, they need to practice essentialism. Prioritize your tasks, focus on the essential stuff in your life. Number 4, stop procrastinating. Stop giving excuses for every single small little task. Because as we talk, the goals that you need to achieve daily, these are the most small tasks that we give excuses for. So if you give excuses for the daily habits, daily tasks, what happened to the weekly? What happened to the monthly? And then you realize at the beginning of the new year, my list is still the same. Let's start all over again.
Man, that was straight facts right there. You know what I'm saying? That was straight bars. Wow.
All strategies, very easy, but you need practice. Be aware of them. Be aware of them. They're very easy, but they need time. It's a lifestyle habit that you need to build. Stop depending on writing the goals on the paper and that's it. That's stupid. Maybe I said stupid like 3 or 4 times in this podcast. I just need to focus on the idea that it's not always about that. You need to work on it. I gave you the exact strategies, the exact tips, step by step. If you do that, your life will change.
And one thing I wanted to mention something about when people say that they procrastinate. First of all, I'm gonna just say this right now. There is no such thing as procrastination, okay? Because what procrastination means is that it's not important to you. That's why people procrastinate. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why people don't achieve what they want to achieve is because it's not
something essential for them.
It's not a priority. Because I use this example all the time. If you won $1 million and somebody said, you can pick it up at 5 a.m. If you want to receive this money, you have to meet me here at 5 a.m. What time you getting there? Right. You gonna probably get there. You probably gonna get there early so you can claim your money. So that's what I mean. So it's like, or another example, if your show, like I said, if you got a favorite show that come on at 8 o'clock and you cannot miss it, what time you gonna be on the count? 7:59, because you don't want to miss nothing. You want to see what happens. You want to get all the excitement. So that's what I mean. So there's no such thing as procrastination. It's not a priority to you. So when you make these goals a priority to you and you sacrifice stuff to make them happen, oh man, the world is yours. Like whatever you want to accomplish is yours. You just have to prioritize as much as you prioritize watching your favorite show every Thursday at 8 o'clock. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why essentialism is highly important, Chris, because if you put all your tasks that are highly essential for you, there's no need anymore for you to give excuses because you're going to have plenty of time to do that. All your focus and energy is going to be about this specific goal. You're going to give it all. So if you give excuses, as you say, just go back to it. Why you're not achieving it? Is it because it's not essential for you? Or is it because you have a bad habit or you don't have a proper follow-up? Or simply it's essential, but you're giving an excuse because you don't feel like it. So they're all linked together.
That's right. That's right, man. And that's one thing that I've wanted to always work on myself too. Like I want to, use this for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've gotten in the habit of being able to be more specific with my goals. Cause like usually I used to be like, like majority, just like write stuff down. And then over time I'd be like, well, why didn't this happen? Well, because I didn't put in the work toward it.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's the thing. It's like being more specific about what you want, and putting the work behind it. Because that's the key. The key to achieving your goals at the end of the day is on you. It's the amount of work you put in. The amount of work you put in is the amount of results you'll get out of it. So if you put everything that you got, you'll have a good chance. Not saying it's going to be a guarantee. Not saying it's going to be guaranteed, but it's going to be a pretty dang good chance that you will see
Mm-hmm.
the results that you want to see.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Definitely, absolutely. And that's why people really need to focus on writing down your goals, not only related to work. I hope now you are able to see the big picture here. Why people they do the biggest mistake in focusing about work, because you need to recharge yourself mentally. You need to be ready mentally. You need to have some fun in life. You need to take it easy. You need to practice a bit of slow living. You need to have some fun,
Mm.
because everybody, I'm pretty sure everybody, no exception, when you ask them why you didn't do that, you always wanted it. I didn't have time. I have lots of work. Even housewives, even mothers who take care of their children, they
Yeah.
don't have, if I want to say, a paid job. Even though if you give them the whole money in the world is not enough to what they do for us, but they have the choice to say, okay, I'm not going to do anything right now. I'm going to take a break. They have the choice and they don't do it because their priority is their family, but they forget that they need to prioritize themselves first to be able to give others. You need to take care of yourself with good self-care. You need to recharge, do your hobbies, because nobody is going to do the things you enjoy for you.
Mhm.
Everybody's going to tell you work, 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 give the maximum energy, the maximum power, give me results, but nobody's going to tell you, hey, you did so much, go take a break, have a proper self-care. Or, hey, you've been working so much, it's been a long time, you didn't enjoy a new adventure, or you didn't have a new experience, or simply go and do something you love doing, one of your hobbies. Nobody's going to tell you that. So set your goals based on the lifestyle that you want. This
Mhm.
is how you master your lifestyle. What do
Mhm.
you want in life? Set your goals based on that. It's not always about work.
And I think that's a good point to wrap up the show with. Is basically take control of your life because nobody else will. If you
Mm-hmm.
listen, you don't have to feel obligated to do anything. Nobody is telling you how to live your life. It's just what you respond to. You know what I'm saying? It's like people feel obligated to do what everybody else tell them to do, but they never want to do what they want for themselves because they feel like they're obligated to do somebody else's duty. You have a
Mm-hmm.
choice of who you want to listen to. You have a choice. So that's what we're trying to tell you is that you have a choice in this. You have a choice in how you want to live your life. And if you
True.
don't like the situation you're in, you're not a tree. You can move. You can move to somewhere else. You got legs. You can go up and walk. If you don't like the job you at, you can go ahead and walk out of there and find something else you want to do. Don't feel obligated because you feel like, oh, I need to do this because I need to please my mama or I need to please my sister. I need to please my friend. I need to please my boss. You ain't got to please nobody. You know what I'm saying? If you weren't called to do something that you don't want to do, don't do it. That's what we're saying. Find a, like we were saying, prioritize your goals. Make goals that are going to be what you want versus what somebody else wants. And that's how you're going to be able to live the life that you want to live, is when you start prioritizing yourself and you start doing things for yourself, you know what I'm saying? And you start, figuring out what you want to do versus what somebody else wants you to do. That's how you're going to get control of your life. That's how you're going to get the freedom to do what you want in this life, is taking control of yourself. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Sure.
that's all. But yeah, that's all I really got. Is there anything else you want to wrap up the show with? Anything else you want to, tell the audience about? Any last minute tips that you want to share?
Yeah, I would like to say something very simple. I know I said lots of strategies here, but there's one thing that you need to take into consideration to be able to master your lifestyle based on the goals that you want. Never skip any step. Don't skip one of these steps. They're all related. And I gave you the steps. How are you supposed to set your goals? How are you supposed to achieve them? And if you're not achieving them or failing to achieve your goal, I give you the 4 reasons. So it's a chart. Follow this chart. Take every one step into consideration. Have a proper follow-up. And you're going to see a big change. Now, if people really want more help, if you allow me to say something, if they really want more help practically, now we give a small example on how they can do that in a written form, how they can follow their bad habits. There's a playlist on my YouTube channel that's called Practical Life Coaching Practical Program. It's a 5-day program related to what we talk, but it's actually, I show them how I do the exercise. We do it together. So if they want more details about that, they can check my YouTube channel and they get everything they want.
Absolutely.
And I'm so happy and I'm so glad that I was able to share this topic, because this topic is one of the dearest for me. It's kind of one of my favorite to share with others, because I saw lots of members have this different lifestyle because they did these steps. So I want people to know more about them. They know about them. They just need to acknowledge it. They need to practice it. So this is what we do here. We open people's eyes and give them more knowledge, give them more strategies for them to have the life that they wanted.
Absolutely.
With their own practice, of course.
That's big facts. That's big facts. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's a great way to wrap up the show right there. Like I said, definitely check her out on Instagram. I'm telling you, at coach.lucyduff. Definitely go give her a follow. Again, that's at coach.lucyduff. I'm telling y'all, go check her out. She's got a lot going on. I think she still got a book, right? You wrote a book, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I wrote a book, I want to say almost 2 years ago. Okay. And now I'm going to be preparing for a new one. This is the first time I say that, because I didn't just say it in public. Oh, but it's gonna take a lot of time, because it's gonna be a very packed book. It's gonna be a big one, related to how people can master their lifestyle physically and mentally. So it's gonna be something important. Lots of strategies, lots of motivation as well, and I'll keep you posted related to that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, sure. I'm sharing everything that I have, so I can coach and mentor other people physically and mentally through my YouTube channel at Coach Lucy Duff. So I post 3 episodes every week there. So whatever they want related to mental health, physical health, life coaching, motivation, everything is there for them.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. And also go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Definitely look her up. She definitely got a lot of great videos on there for y'all to watch. I'm gonna have to give me a copy of that book. I'm gonna talk to you about that afterward. I'm gonna need to see if I can get my book copy all the way from Dubai. I'm gonna see if that's even possible. We might have to put it on the FedEx Air flight or something, FedEx flight or something. Get over here.
Absolutely.
To pay. You know what I mean? Because I mentioned I wanted to get it last time, but now
I didn't forget that. I didn't forget that.
I actually want to get I wanted to get the book, because I've read 2 books this year so far. I want to be able to get on a 3rd one, because I enjoy reading. That's one of my things that I really love. I think
it's awesome.
Yeah, no,
reading is the best knowledge that everybody can get to themselves.
No, especially for me, like if I read stuff that makes sense and is going to be useful, because I feel like in school I've read a lot of books, didn't make any sense. So now that I'm reading books like, this one right here, I'm gonna show y'all. This is the book called Limitless: How to Be Able to Limit, take the limits off your life. And this is my pastor, Pastor Eric Petrie, City Gate Church, and he wrote his book. I read it front to back. Really great book. Also showed y'all this one, financially empowered, achieving success through sacrifice, right? Definitely one of my neighbors back home in Cincy, he wrote that book. So that was definitely very useful. Like I said, I like to be able to learn more about how to better life. I love reading books on how to better your life. That's what I found. I enjoy reading those books because it gives you a different type of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It gives you a different type of perspective.
Exactly.
So
Different perspective, for sure.
so yeah, I really enjoy that book. But hey, I think that's all the time we got for today. Like I said, with every guest that come on my show, this is not going to be the last time because I definitely want to do more work with her because she is one of the most passionate speakers I've ever had on this show. I mean, you could just tell by the energy she brings, just the excitement. And man, it's just great energy for this podcast. You can definitely tell she is passionate about what she does. And that's the people I love to work with. So I'm telling y'all, man, we might have to do a series. We might have to do a series.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Because we need,
That's pretty interesting.
uh-huh. I might need to see when she can come on again because I'm telling y'all, man, every time she comes on, she does not disappoint, man. She brings the energy and just a different type of passion to the show, and I really love, with the information that she provides for y'all, man. It's very factual. You know what I'm saying? So really, really excited to have her on today, man. Appreciate you coming on too.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much for hosting me again on your podcast. And definitely, we're gonna do something else again. And
Absolutely.
hopefully, people will get what they are looking for throughout this episode because we're always here for them to mentor and coach other people.
Absolutely. You're on a
I
journey.
really enjoyed my time,
Right.
and absolutely, we're gonna do this again.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, this is not gonna be the last time. Y'all better be ready. She gonna bring the fire. She gonna bring the heat. You know what I'm saying? But hey, y'all already know this your boy Chris Evans. We come to the close on this show, man. Like I said, give us a if you want to check us out on Instagram, it's at Disinfecting Your Life. There's no spaces, no capitals, and also go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All that information is in the link in our bio. So I'm telling y'all, man, new episodes every Monday at 12 a.m. And I might be doing a 2 episode boy. I think my podcast has gotten to a place where I might have a little co-host coming on, but we'll see. We'll see, man. I'm telling y'all, man, we might have to do Mondays and Wednesdays and Thursdays. But y'all will get updated on that information, though. Y'all will get updated. But I'm very excited for the transition. I'm very excited for the direction this podcast is going. And so I'm just really looking forward to
Lots of good, nice content there. So you better subscribe to this channel, guys.
Oh yeah.
Pretty interesting. You're doing a really amazing job. Lots of
Definitely.
content, amazing people there.
Mm-hmm.
Different topics. Like everybody really to subscribe to your YouTube channel because they can find any topic they're looking for, and especially now that you're going to be adding another episode every week. So this is going to be packed with lots of motivation and information. It's going to be awesome.
I'm excited for this transition. I'm excited. Like I said, it might be 2 episodes a week, man. I think that's one of the goals that I had was to do 2 episodes, and look where we're at now. You know what I'm saying? But
It
hey,
is.
yes, man. But hey, this your boy Chris Simmons with coming to a close, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Take care, y'all. Peace.